Few of the people who will be actively participating and have been asking questions throughout the event would be provided with the certificates. Our coordinators will be keeping a note of this. So make sure that you participate and make this event a successful one. We have with us Samarth Ganotra, founder of Carton Kitchen. Siddharthuli Manya Khanna, founder of With You and For You. Divyansh Madan, founder of DMAT Project. Sanam, founder of Briller Foods. Rohit Agarwal and Chirag Goyal, founder of MicroAmpere. Shivam Tiwari, founder of Ampli AI. So let's begin with our first founder, Samarth Ganotra. We request you, Samarth, to start with your story. Kindly make sure that you keep the time duration to 5 minutes. Now, beginning with Samarth, who is the founder of Carton Kitchen. Over to you, Samarth.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Samarth, you are audible.
Hi. Firstly, very good evening to all of you. And I would first like to start off by thanking Makono, not just for giving me this opportunity, but to organize such a beautiful event. I mean, it's amazing when you get to see a lot of people and you hear the stories of how they started. It's a great inspiration. So, a very big thumbs up to all of you for this event. And honestly, telling you all, my journey in terms of starting up isn't a usual journey that you'll see. I'm not saying I'm the one who's faced most ups and downs, but my journey has sort of been different, and I cannot really sum up my journey in 5 minutes, but I'll try my best to do that for all of you. So, uh, where I'd like to start is that I actually never wanted to join any business or open up any startup or be associated with any kind of business. I always actually wanted to join the army, and that had been my one single goal. But during my college days, I injured my knee, and I had to get operated because of it. So instead of joining the army, then when my backup, which was my college, that became my reality, and I could not withstand that. So for that reason, I just decided that I cannot go to college. I cannot be like everyone, where I study for 3 4 years and wait for a job, which will be probably like 40,000 per month if I am placed well or something. So instead of taking that route, I actually got involved with my brothers, and I worked with them for about 6 months or so in a healthcare company. That didn't appeal me so much, and then we decided that I should do something on my own, and wherein they helped me, with the funds, and I had to run a business. Now it had to be a combined decision on what we do, and as funny as it sounds, but the first business that I did was actually a grocery store. It was a grocery store with a restaurant by the name of 11th Hour. It was based off in Gurgaon, and all we did was just copy 24/7's business module and try to improvise it with nice food. That's basically what I opened up, and it does not sound like a startup. It's a conventional business, but as I grew in that industry and as I explored more industries, I actually learned that there's a lot that can that you can learn from startups, that you can study and implement into conventional businesses also. So when I started off, my my sales were great. I was crossing about 1.5 lakh rupees of sale a day, and I had no problems at all. My sales were good. I was meeting up with all of my expenses, and everything was great. But the problem that I faced was that when you first do something and you're fresh into that field, I had no experience. So we did not check upon the premise that we were working on in terms of it being commercial or not. And we were working in a non-commercial place. So that was one big drawback for all of us. And what happened was in Gurgaon, the MCG commissioner changed, and he went on a sealing drive. It also came in the newspapers, and unfortunately, my store got sealed. And because of that 1 week of gap, I lost about 15 lakh rupees in a week. So, that's when the downfall really started. And I had to sell off my store to my landlord because he does not have to pay rent, he does not have a lot of expenses. So probably he can, run the store while I cannot. So I sold it off to him after 2 years of operation, and there I am. I'm just doing nothing. I've dropped out of college, and all I could realize is I have some skills, and those skills are very particular to the industry that I worked in. And although the industry is very broad, because when I was working, I was working in the food industry in terms of restaurant. I was in the retail industry because of grocery, you know then we were also into packaging, and we also did events and caterings. So I learned a lot from that, but it was all very specific and centric to retail and food. So for that reason, I just thought to myself, what do I do with my skills? I mean, I have 2 years of experience as the head of operations, where I know the nitty gritties of the business that people don't know. And while I was working there, while I was running the store, I had a lot of friends and family come up to me for advice on opening up home kitchens, on starting something, selling something online. So with all that experience and with all the advice that I gave them, out of sheer just relations, I really thought to myself that back when I was starting, I actually googled up how to open a restaurant, how to open a grocery store, and I did not come across anybody, any consultant who helps you open up a grocery store. But there are a lot of restaurant consultants. So I called upon them, and they charged me about 2.5 lakhs for opening up my kitchen, for helping me opening up my kitchen. And they were willing to negotiate only if I buy equipment from them, and if I, take staff from them. So I did not pay them 2.5 lakh. When I realized that problem, that people don't really have that much knowledge when they enter into this industry, and people are charging huge for this. I thought to myself, because I know this industry well, can I not do that? And that is where Carton Kitchen was born. And since then, it's been about 6 months or so, and I've been providing consulting in terms of FMCG retail and food. And in terms of food, it's a very broad category. I help with restaurants, I help with cloud kitchens, I help with cafes and food joints and everything. So that has been my journey when it comes to starting up. And in the past 6 months, I've had more than 10 clients, and I've worked with a few celebrity chefs. I've been very grateful for that opportunity. And while I was consulting, I actually realized something, that mentoring and advising somebody, that's my passion. I really love doing that. I mean, if I can make a difference in somebody's life and help them with something, that's probably that gives me the best feeling ever. So for that reason, I being involved in so many different kinds of businesses.
Sorry to interrupt you, Samad, but we are falling short of time.
All
So
right,
let's
no worries.
go on to the. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Now we are open for the questions related to Samad's story. You may raise your hand and we would be picking up the questions, and then you may unmute yourself. Okay, Gagan, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. This is Gagan Sukla from MP. Sir, I would like to ask, if you're doing the restaurant business and catering business,
Um,
how your supplies are going on? You are providing staffs and giving about your caterings to your customers, and how are the customers are paying you off? How the payment is made to you? What process you are running?
See,
Startup. I would
Bhavin,
like to.
I think you are misunderstanding what I do. I was earlier into catering myself and the catering business myself, but now I'm into consulting, where if somebody needs to open a catering business, I help them with that. And for that, it's it's a charge for the entire project, wherein because I have connects in terms of getting you chefs, in terms of getting you the labor, I help you with that. I help you with the improvising your supply chain, where you get the materials from. That is my forte, and that is what I help with. I don't enter into operations unless and until the client asks me something which is any help he needs inside the operations.
So, okay, sir. If the customer is asking for a chef, then how are you providing it? Like you are asking from customers now in what condition the SAP is, uh, and what is the need of SAP to you, and like all the conditions you are looking for, and then
Yes.
how you contact to the SAPs and like procedure goes on
See,
in your stuff.
Gavin, this is actually, something internal to my business, which in terms means that this depends upon my network, basically. See, when I worked for 2 years, I was great enough to work with big names. I mean, really big names. And because of that, I have a very good connect in almost every city in India. So what happens is if the client gives me their menu, I can know what the cuisine is, and relating to that cuisine specific, I will start to put out the word in my network and in my contacts, and I will definitely get a chef. Then I provide them with that chef. He goes through a trial where I am also there, the client is there, and then he's passed.
Okay.
Oh,
So
good evening.
now
Okay.
we have Sanam.
Ma'am, I do not have a question. May I ask?
Hey Smart, how are you?
Hi, Sanam. How are
Okay,
you?
sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Smart, just a personal question. You said you dropped out of the college, right?
Yeah,
And hopefully you will be next Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates. But what was the pivotal point that you felt like, okay, now I need to drop out from the college and work on my business?
all right. So this is actually it's a very personal question, to be honest. I mean,
All right.
uh, in terms that I never thought of myself as a tech child. Although I was a science-based student and I was studying electronics, but I knew that I am not going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg in terms of
Okay.
having the invention. I mean, I am not that guy. I am not Ritesh Agarwal. I cannot come up with a very good idea. That's not what I am. I always knew myself and knew my strengths to be, I compare myself to a horse, wherein, a horse, if you give him blinders, he just sees straight and, he will go straight and achieve what he has to do. So I just needed a direction to put up my hard work into. And from the circumstances, it happened to be that I had to put my hard work into a store and into the food industry. It was actually just, pure luck or, pure coincidence that I landed up in this.
Nice, nice. Perfect. Thanks.
So next we'll be taking the last question. We have Sakshi.
Good evening, sir. I just wanted to know how did you come to know that your niche is basically food? What made you realize that?
See, Sakshi, this is one advice that I always give to people. This was something that was left in terms of me describing the journey. Just a very short thing. When I got into the consulting platform, first I was only into retail and food. I realized that consulting can be very broad. You can consult in terms of finance, in terms of fitness, in terms of real estate. There's a lot of consultancy, but to provide any kind of service, this is one thing I praise to everybody I meet, that when you start something and when you enter some industry, keep this in mind that you should be the subject matter expert for that industry. If you're not that, and if you're not even close to that, never enter that industry, because it's going to be a very brutal journey for you. So back to your question, how did I decide my niche is retail and food? It was that I ended up in that industry out of coincidence, out of luck. But when I had to exit out of that business, I knew that I am an SME only and only for food and retail. I cannot just go up to somebody and say, I'll tell you how to manage your finances, because that's not who I am. I don't know that.
Okay, since we are falling short of time, we would like to move on to the next founder.
So sorry.
Samarth, you can answer all the questions in the chat box.
Definitely.
Guys, you can type in your questions in the chat box. Samarth would be answering there. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Samarth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samarth.